What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we are playing some games here on Hearthstone. Let me show you the deck that we will be playing. We have Shamanly, our Shaman deck. We are running 2 Earth Shock, 2 Lightning Bolt, 2 Rockbiter Weapon, 2 Zombie Chow, 1 Acidic Swamp Ooze, 2 Flame Tongue Totem, 1 Haunted Creeper, 2 Feral Spirit, 2 Hex, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Harvest Golem, 1 Mana Tide Totem, 2 Defender of Argus, 2 Azure Drake, 1 Lotheb, 1 Cairn, 2 Fire Elementals, and 1 Alakir the Windlord. This is a mid-range deck. The basic idea of the deck is to control the board early game if you can, using stuff like Zombie Chow and Haunted Creeper, along with your plethora of cheap removal spells. And then as you get closer to the middle of the game, drop some threats like Azure Drake, Defender of Argus, set up some defenses that will take you into the late game with stuff like Alakir plus Rockbiter Weapon for big swings of damage. So let's jump right into it here. We are going to do some low ladder battling. Low ladder, sitting at 21 right now. Let's look and see what we've got. I do like the Shaman. I know the Shaman gets a lot of flack, and rightly so. I think it is probably, if not the worst, one of the worst heroes right now. I hope that changes. I hope that changes at some point. I love the Shaman's cards. Overload is just so crippling. So we are going against a Hunter here, Rexar. I'm not going to even try to say that guy's name. That Feral Spirit is great, especially since Hunters are usually aggro, and that shuts down, well, it doesn't shut down, but it's definitely helpful against aggro early game. And we are going to draw 2 potential removal spells as well, so that's good. That's very, very good for us. We get our Acidic Swamp Ooze to maybe blow up an Eaglehorn Bow or something like that if he decides to play one. He's going to go with the Web Spinner turn 1. It's a solid card. I think here we're just going to go for our Totem and hope that we don't get the 1/1. We get a 0/2 spell damage dude. Ideally, oh, he's going to play Micro Machine. Okay. Micro Machine. That card can be kind of scary. I think I want to drop the Feral Spirit here, because if we drop this Mana Tide Totem, this thing would just boost and be able to kill it next turn. So we're going to go with the Wolves. We're going to go with the Wolves. It's always unfortunate taking that that Overload hit early, but I think it's the best thing we can do to try and prevent any sort of setup here. He does drop the Eaglehorn Bow, so we are going to get some value off of this Acidic Swamp Ooze, which I think is going to have to be our only play next turn. So we are going to go ahead and drop that, blowing up the weapon and ending our turn. So far, not too bad, but the Hunter does have some pretty solid mid-range as well. Animal Companion, he gets the 4/2 Boar. So if he doesn't straight up trade right now, we are going to be able to trade next turn, which is cool. Alternatively, we could Lightning Storm, but because Unleash the Hounds is probably hanging around, don't really want to do that. So he does decide to straight up trade for my 3/2, which is kind of interesting. Generally, you would expect an aggro deck to go for my face as opposed to doing that. I think we're going to go ahead and play our Totem and a Zombie Chow here. Hope to get some card advantage and maybe some board advantage as well. He's sitting there on 5 crystals. The Hunter has a lot of stuff that could happen here. Multi-shot. That's probably the worst one that it could have been. That is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But we will recover. We will move on. We're going to drop Lotheb. Hopefully stop any sort of spell shenanigans, as he does drop the Houndmaster, bumping his Web Spinner up to a 3/3 and going for my face, I would assume. That is exactly what happens. Luckily, we are carrying Lightning Bolt and Rockbiter Weapon right now, so I think we're going to go ahead and Lightning Bolt this guy, Rockbiter Weapon ourself, smash the Web Spinner, drop a Flame Tongue Totem, see what totem we get from our hero power. It is the Healy one, and smash for 7. Eventful turn for us. He has a lot of cards in his hand, so there is plenty that could happen right now. Hunters got nerfed so hard, though, with the starving buzzard nerf. Really crippled the Unleash the Hound strategy. Oh, big game. Hunter is going to take out Lotheb. And he drops a Mech Warper. Kind of late Mech Warper. So maybe he's got some mechs going on. I mean, I don't think I would run Mech Warper without some mechs. So we'll see. That hero power is whittling away at us. We do draw Alec here, who isn't going to be relevant at the moment or for the foreseeable future, I think, because we're going to have to Lightning Storm here. I don't want that Mech Warper to stay around. We do get the Taunting Totem. No, I think we're still going to Lightning Storm and just hope that it kills the Mech Warper. And it does. Then we're going to smack for 2 and end our turn. So no Alec here next turn either because of the overload, but he's got charge and everything, so kind of keep it a surprise anyway. He does have another Mech Warper, which kind of stinks, and an Emperor Cobra. I don't like that card. I don't like that card. In general, if it's got that little vial, don't like it. We do draw a Fire Elemental, which is cool because that means that we can go ahead and shoot the Cobra outright, which is pretty nice for us. And we're going to smack him for 2 and end our turn. Hanging on to the Rockbiter weapon, Alakir, the Windlord combo. Maybe bait out some removal for the Fire Elemental so that we can swing in with Alakir. He does get Liak, one of the better animal companions, although there really isn't a bad one. And he plays a Sea Giant. A Sea Giant. I think we have enough damage to kill him, though. We're going to go 8, 2, drop this guy next to the totem, give him a boost, and smack for lethal. So, we are going to take out the Hunter, which is cool beans. Well played. Oh, I didn't get to well play back. And we're going to rank up to 20 Shield Bearer. Getting that card back for next season. I think we are going to go ahead and look for one more. That was a pretty quick one. I think we would have been in a much worse spot if he got those Mech Warpers out early, although I really wasn't sure what his strategy was. Maybe he just drew some awkward hands, but Sea Giant and Mech Warper is an interesting combo. Well, I guess Sea Giant's just pretty good. So we are going to go up against another Hunter. We have Lightning Bolt and Harvest Golem in our opener, but I think we are going to ditch our 2 legendaries simply because they cost too much mana and aren't going to get us anything in the early game. Unfortunately, we do draw another couple of higher costed creatures. Minions. Creatures. Magic player. You know. We draw Earthshock, which is the perfect answer to a turn 1, what is it, Web Spinner? Gonna take that right out with no card advantage for my opponent, which is great for us. He's gonna drop a Knife Juggler. I think our best response to that is probably Lightning Bolt. This is why we like the early game removal, because we tend to scale better than most decks. That's not even true. I'm just telling myself that because I want Shaman to be good. So we are going to go ahead and coin out a Harvest Golem here. No reason not to. Except for maybe Azure Draking next turn. But I think I would rather get out a couple of Harvest Golems to do some damage control. That being said, I think we are probably going to play our Flame Tongue Totem and trade for that thing. Yeah, that seems like the better play. So hopefully he doesn't get anything too bonkers off of this. He gets an Ancient Watcher. That could be a problem. I mean, most decks these days are running Defender of Argus or something like that, just to throw up some taunt. Ironbeak Owl to silence. Oh my goodness, that's the worst that could have happened. That is easily the worst that could have happened, all things considered. So he has some huge advantage on the field now with a 4-5. We are not going to draw a Hex or anything like that to take care of it. So I think our best bet here is probably just trading up like this and then dropping a Lotheb to take out the Ancient Watcher and prevent any spell shenanigans from happening. And we are getting into the mid-range here. He's going to play another Piloted Shredder. That card is so good. We are getting into the mid-game, so hopefully we are going to start to see our deck pick up the pace. I think we are going to do 3 damage to this thing and hope that it doesn't drop like another bonkers minion. A Nerubian Egg. Like, that's not bad either. Two good Piloted Shredders. I just want to know how an egg was driving that. Like, I have trouble believing that an unborn spider monster was able to successfully pilot a mechanical shredder. We do have 2 pretty big threats on the field, so I wouldn't surprise me if something gets neutralized. He's going to drop his own Loatheb and kill our Loatheb with a Stone Tusk Boar. Is there anything more insulting? Probably. So now, I'm hesitant to just trade for the Loatheb, but I think we have to just because we are behind on health at the moment, and we can't afford him removing this for free next turn. Well, not for free, but you know. So we are going to go ahead and kill Loatheb with our 6/5, and I think we're going to play an Azure Drake, and then drop a Zombie Chow, and end our turn. We are seeing a little bit of lag here. I apologize for that. Oh no, Dr. Boom. Dr. Boom. Well, on the plus side, we are going to go ahead and we are going to be able to hex Dr. Boom, which is kind of nice. We can Earth Shock. I kind of want to Earth Shock this, though. I kind of want to Earth Shock that. I don't know. We're going to... Okay. Either way, we're going to end up smacking one of these things with our Azure Drake. And it's not going to kill it, so that's cool. Honestly, I think it's probably better for us to silence the Boom Bot, because I think we have more ways of dealing with a vanilla 4/4 than we do anything else. So we are going to go ahead and do that, then drop our Harvest Golem and pass the turn. He is at 9 crystals, and he plays a shiny Piloted Sky Golem and an Eaglehorn Bow, which is not great news for us, especially since we are not carrying... Oh dear. Okay, well, I guess we're going to shoot this thing and then trade our 2/3 for it, our zombie. Restoring 4 health, and he drops the 2/4. So that could be worse. That could be worse. That plus his bow is actually enough to kill our 6/5. So I think I'm going to Lightning Bolt and kill that thing. And pass the turn. I'd rather Lightning Bolt than Rockbiter Weapon, just because Rockbiter Weapon has such great synergy with Lakir. He does have a pretty big card advantage over us right now, and he drops a Sludge Belcher, so he is really slowing things down for us right now, which is unfortunate. It's like a mid-range Hunter deck. I guess that's not that uncommon. I'm so used to seeing Hunter and expecting super face aggro. He is going to smack our 6/5, which means he probably has a plan for it. Yep, he's packing that kill command to take it right out. Unfortunately, eliminating our only decent answer to the Sludge Belcher unless we draw something sweet. That is not necessarily what I meant. So I think we are going to go ahead and play our Defender of Argus and Rockbiter Weapon our 2/2. Yeah, we're going to Rockbiter Weapon our 2/2 so that we take out the Sludge Belcher with it. Then we are going to use our 3/2 to eliminate the 1/2. That's a lot of numbers. And drop another 1/1 off of our hero power. Luckily, it looks like he doesn't have any way to activate that Nerubian Egg. He does have a Houndmaster. Vanilla Houndmaster is not too scary, but we are at a position where we really need to pull some stuff out here. Okay, so I think our best bet is to start by killing the Houndmaster with our golem, then kill that guy, and then swing in to see about activating the secret. It is Freezing Trap, which is fine. I'm not especially attached to the Searing Totem. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Flame Tongue Totem in between these two guys, drop a totem, and we're going to play the Searing Totem again. So we are sitting, like, we have a very fragile board state, to be sure. Oh no. Oh, that's no good. That is no good at all. I mean, we're going to be able to... but that is good. We are going to be able to trade our damaged golem for one of his two dudes. I think, honestly, we're probably better off... it's not going to matter. We're just going to do one of these. We're going to trade everything for those things and then drop Alakir and smash for 10 before playing another totem. I really should have put Alakir on the other side so that the totem had attack, but, you know. We were both sitting at 14 health, but it is very hard to get rid of Alakir. He is going to drop Gazrilla. Whenever this minion attacks, double its attack, or takes damage, double its attack. I mean, hey. I think I'm actually going to attack him first. I think I'm going to attack him first. And then we are going to turn this big giant monster into a frog. Ribbit. Blingtron 3000. Equip a weapon to each player, a random weapon. He gets a Glaive Zuka, and I get a Cog Hammer. And he is just going to kill himself on Alakir. So that is another win for us. Really, really awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have a lot of fun playing Hearthstone, but that doesn't mean an awful lot if you guys don't enjoy watching it. So let me know in the comment section below or by leaving a like/subscribe whether or not you want to see more videos like this one in Hearthstone. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.